What? Good morning, good morning. Good morning. What did you say?
Not picking them things up yet then.
What things?
Dropped and bones.
You have to crawl. Get on your hands and knees and crawl.
You'd have me on my hands and knees all day if you could.
Good morning, Mr. Mason. How are you this morning? Good morning, Heather.
History to Repton Church.
I could do history to Repton Church, actually, but I'm not going to. Morning, Angie. Morning, Tracy. Do you know? Do you know a woman? Do you know it's shitty weather today? Morning, Brad. Good morning, Anne. John sat at the side of me there.
Morning.
Oh, Fifi, don't start jumping now. If you're coming up, come up. If you're not, don't want to hit Patra tiny feet. Hope everybody is well this morning. Good morning, Linda. So, we think John's dad's funeral is going to be on the 16th of this month. Just waiting for Jenny to get in touch and let us know. In fact, John's going to have to phone her this morning. Morning, Lisa. Why am I whispering? I don't know. Why am I whispering, Tracy? Yeah, do you know other morning? I walked out of here and I was talking to the lady next door but one. My hubby's broken his back and neck. Oh, Angie, has he done that? Sending him loads of healing, my lovely. And if you need anybody to talk to, Angie, please message me. Sending love and healing to you and all your family. Not normal for you to be so quiet. It's not. I think I've been that used to whispering.
Yesterday,
yeah.
I went to pick you up now. I actually heard you laughing before you got to the door.
Do you know you didn't?
I did, I swear.
Fell out of bed. Oh, Ange. Oh, I am so sorry, sweets. Everybody send healing, please, to Angie. That's better. That laugh sorts me for the day. Oh, bless you, Lisa. But yeah, I walked out of the house the other day, and next door neighbour but one turned around to me and she said, we're talking to him, and I said, letting her know exchange had been cancelled. And she said, I sometimes hear you in the morning. She says, oh, your laugh. She says, your laugh's beautiful. It makes me happy. It makes my day happy. And I'm thinking, do I really laugh that loud that even next door but one neighbours can hear me? Do you know? Morning, Joyce. Thank you, Lisa.
You need to tell everybody a story about karaoke.
Well, that's another story for another time. Morning, Chris. Hope you're well, my lovely. Morning, Laura. Yes, you do. Morning, Rachel. I don't laugh that loud. Okay, I do, but I don't mean to. It's just I must have got a big voice box. My voice box must be massive for me to laugh like I do. So tonight, bottle your laugh. So when I had a shit day, just open it. Do you know there is a recording of my voice out there, especially of my laugh. Yes, people do have it set. You can't do that. You've got to tell it now. We can't be left in suspenders. Oh, surprised we can't hear you. I know. Good evening, Irene. Hope you're well, my beautiful lady. No, one night we'd done karaoke. Well, it was just after we'd first moved in. The gentleman who used to live next door to us was deaf, which was brilliant. These that lived other side of us, they worked, so they were on night shifts when we did it, or they went away for weekend or whatever. And you have it as your ringtone. Pleasure, Lisa. And next door but one, next door but three. The next morning, daughter went to hairdressers. Went to work, and April were at bus stop, and she said, oh, "Did you hear Maureen last night with all that music?" So Jordan went, "No, Maureen." So she went, "Yeah." She says, "My sister stayed." Well, April's deaf, so she didn't hear it, but April's sister was sleeping on the settee. And April's sister said that it sounded like Maureen had got MTV on till about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was me on karaoke. Oh, that was good. That was a good day. I've got to find my dates. I don't even know what date we're on today. Is it 2nd of August today? Bloody hell, I've not done morning chit chat for 3 days. Oh my goodness, I do apologize. So yeah, tonight I think I've said 8 o'clock. I'm gonna be doing Tara's Facebook, YouTube, and I'll probably put TikTok on as well. Because I can pick people from Facebook, YouTube, and thingy to have a reading. So I'll do 111. So then it's going fair way around. And then 9 o'clock, it's members tonight. I'll be going live at members, or John will be going live at members, depending how he feels after Tara's. Maybe get John doing some tarot work. Members, maybe if he's up to it. So yeah, we shall. As my chat broke on this phone, last one I've got is Lisa saying have it as my ringtone. Oh, that's all right then. Is anybody talking? Just somebody comment so I can see whether my chat's broken. I think it's broke. Log in and log back out. I can't see if anybody's. There we go, David. You got it. Right. So 1st of August. Let's do the history for the 1st of August. I'm here. Hey dear. So 1st of August in 1774, the preacher saved souls on Sunday, but spent Mondays engrossed in his other passions, science, dirty-minded people. Today, in 1774, while conducting experiments in his laboratory in Wiltshire, the Reverend Dr. Joseph Priestley made one of history's most important discoveries. It was a sunny day. We know this because Priestley used a magnifying glass, a burning lens, to focus the sun's rays onto a sample of mercury. Then in brackets it says 2 and then oxide. He collected the gas given off and found that a flame burned intensely within it, while a mouse could live 4 times longer than normal. For some 23 centuries, humans have accepted the ancient belief that air was one of the 4 elements of creation, that it was, as Priestley called it, a simple elemental substance, indestructible and unalterable. Increasingly, though, it was recognized that it was not, that in fact it was a composition of gases, amongst which was this colorless reactive one that is called, oh my God, dephilogicalisticated air, pure air for people like me. Morning, Bronwyn. We're not on August 1st, are we? It's September. Why am I reading that then? I've just seen Laura's comment. Why am I reading first? It's 1st of September. Let's get it right. So sorry. My mind is not good. It's like a sieve at the minute, and I am not. We were time traveling. How good's that? I've just time traveled you back to 1st of August. Oh, goodness me. Shall I just start this live again? No, I know. 1st of September, Mr. C.F. Herbert was a gold miner in Australia. He would never forget the night of the 1st of September, 1859. The sky was on fire. Auroras filled the heavens with dancing sheets of colour. Talking years later, in 1909, he said the rationalist and pantheist saw nature in her most exquisite robes, recognizing the divine immense, immutable law, cause and effect. The superstitious and the fanatical had dire forebodings, and thought it was a foreshadow of the Armageddon and final dissolution. He was witnessed the biggest geonomical storm in the recorded history. He was not alone. The astronomer Richard Carrington had spent that morning looking up at the sun through clear skies just outside London. Through his brass telescope, he saw two patches of intensely bright and white light break from the sun's surface. He had just become the first human to see a solar storm, a giant flare with the energy of 10 billion atomic bombs, which would soon make itself felt on Earth. That evening, the northern lights were seen as far south as the Caribbean, while in New England, in the United States, people were able to read by the power of their light. To their amazement, telegraph operators found they could continue to operate their machines even after disconnecting them from the power supplies. The Carrington event struck the Earth at a time before transistors and computers. It had been estimated that the cost of an equivalent event today would be profound social disruption and over $1 trillion. Modern human civilization is fragile, but in a blink of an eye, exploiting climatic and solar conditions that are disturbingly changeable. I haven't, no. So now we're on the 2nd of September. The history of the 2nd of September. God, I hope there's no tongue twisting words in here. It is the ultimate example of chasm, CHASM, that separated the modern industrial world of the late 19th century from the societies that had been left behind. Today, in 1898, British Imperial forces, armed with modern weapons, carried by steamer and railway, sustained with tinned food and networked by telegram cables, utterly destroyed a large Sudanese army at Omdurman, just outside Khartoum in Sudan. Sudan had been controlled by the forces of the Mahdi, Musam Hamid, the Messianic self-appointed saviour of Islam, since he had driven out Egypt occupiers and their British allies in 1880s. He had died, leaving his successor to deal with the British and Egyptians. They were determined to reconquer Sudan. A violent Islamic regime could not be allowed to threaten the Suez Canal and Britain's link with India. The invasion, when it came in 1896, was a stunning demonstration of modern military might. Herbert Kitchener, the British commander, personally wielded a pick as his army built a railway through the hostile Western Desert. Steam-powered gunboats shadowed the army along the Nile. When the Sudan's forces hurled themselves at the British lines at dawn on 2nd of September in 1898, they were decimated by artillery, firing exploding shells, machine guns, and rapid infantry volleys of new hollow bullets that expanded and impact to inflict appalling wounds. Armed with antique musks, spears, and swords, the Sudanese were slaughtered. By the end of the day, over 10,000 had been killed and similar numbers wounded. In return, the British forces sustained less than 50 dead with a few hundred wounded. By 1900, Europe, or Europe's former colonies in the Americas, had conquered nearly every other society on Earth. The Battle of Omdurman illustrates how this unprecedented global phenomenon was achieved. Never before or since would the technology and therefore military balance be so spectacularly screwed in their favour. You know, always war, isn't there? Always war. When you're reading about, I mean, another one. This is going back to, I think, yeah, this is going back to Adolf and stuff like that. I know it says history. There's so much war in our history. You'd think that we'd all learn by it by now, wouldn't you? So the 3rd of September. At 11:15 a.m. on the 3rd of September 1939, the Prime Minister, Neville Chamberlain, came on the radio. For people in Britain at the time, there was only one station. An announcement was expected. Austria had been invaded, as had Czechoslovakia and now Poland. People knew that war was probably coming. Across the country, they tuned in and listened with heavy hearts but also with largely questioning conviction that war was right and there was no alternative. Chamberlain spoke. This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin, Neville Henderson, handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, that a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received and that consequently this country is at war with Germany. These days, this broadcast seems to mark the beginning of a great struggle for global freedom. The forces of darkness that Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Germany represented for most listeners at that time, that it was the affirmation simply of British determination to maintain her independence and global position. Many of us have forgotten that days later, the USSR also invaded Poland in accordance with the Nazi Soviet Pact. Why didn't Great Britain also declare war on the USSR? In truth, there was a conflict driven by national interest and the real politic more than morality, a secret protocol. In the Anglo-Polish Treaty, it meant Britain was only obliged to protect Poland from German aggressors. So it was only from German aggression that it did so. The First World War is remembered as futile, yet Britain achieved her started war aim to protect the sovereignty of Belgium. The Second World War is hailed as a victory, but Poland, the land for which Britain went to war, finished the war in 1945, occupied swathes of territory annexed, and its people oppressed by a regime scarcely less evil than the Nazis. Wow, I didn't know that. Word history means his story. Well, it's somebody's bloody story, isn't it? I would love to see those Northern Lights. I think Northern Lights would be really good. I think they'd be really good to go and see Northern Lights, actually. I won't fly, so unless I can see them from top end of Scotland or bottom end of Cornwall, then I'm not seeing them. But yeah, you'd think we'd learn by his history, don't you? Unfortunately, we don't. So yeah, so what's everybody been up to? What you all been mulling about at? And who's doing what today? Who's going shopping? Who kids have gone back to school, aren't they? So is that a bonus for some that kids have gone back to school? Who knows? Hey, diddle
Actually, you
diddle.
can see them from Orkney, Scotland.
Can you really? Then we're going to Orkney, Scotland. I went on a cruise to see that. Did you really, Dawn? Wow. How did you? But how long did you go for, Dawn? And did you actually get to see them, or I'm drumming today? Oh wow, Dawn. Oh, that's lemony. Can I come? What to Scotland? You can come. Hey, Jackie, work later. Oh, bless you, Linda. Well, so tonight, like I said, 8 o'clock's going to be tarots, and then I'm going to go on live on members after tarots. So hopefully, oh yeah, I did 2 weeks. Wow, wow, that's amazing. What you drumming to, Dawn? Are you going to come then, Tracy? Are we going to go to Orkney in Scotland and watch for lights? I don't even know when it happens. You have to fill me in so we know when it is. What am I going to say? Oh, I've lost in total now in 71 days 2 stone, £1. I did it. I hit the 2 stone this week when I got weighed in. So I'm really chuffed because we'd had 2 takeaways last weekend. Because everything were higgledy-piggledy. We ended up having 2 takeaways. Thank you to Yolanda and Rob. They sorted everything out for us because obviously mine wasn't on sorting anything. I'm doing a healing for Mother Earth with a friend. Oh wow, Dawn. You have to let us know how it goes. So I'm right chuffed. But I've took photos weekly. I'm not putting them up yet because not until I get to my ideal weight, then I will put the photos up. But the difference you can see in photos is like jaw dropping. I can't believe. I mean, always see it in people's faces anyway, but to actually see it on the go, it's like woohoo! We do it every month. Oh, that's nice, Dawn. Is that like a big get together then that you all get? I know, toasted. I've got about another 3 I want to get off. Why won't you fly, Lindsay? I've been on a plane on my own to India. On my own? No. Do you know, Joyce, the last time I flew was Mike's were born 2004. So I would say 2000, 2000, about 2000, 2001. Morning, soldier. That was last time I went on a plane. I just hate flight. It's like it's such a scary thing for me to do, flying at minute. It's just, I don't know. And then now, obviously with insurance and swelling at legs, it's not very good to for me to go on a plane, I don't think. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sort something, because there's so many places. I want to do England first, and obviously Scotland, Wales, all the way down to Land's End. I want to do all them. But then obviously I do want to start going abroad, because there's just some amazing places, and historic places to actually go visit. Flying is great. I don't mind the takeoff. I don't mind I don't even know what it is. I just think it's just I've watched too many horror movies, or not horror movies, but I purposely watch these silly movies, and or I watch like I'll go onto YouTube and I'll put like boat crashes in, or hide, the waves that like sink boats, or plane crashes, and I sit and watch them because I'm fascinated. But then it scares me, and I won't go on a plane. Weren't bothered when I was younger, but yeah, now it is. We have got some beautiful places down in England, and used to live in Carlisle. Used to live in Carlisle Castle. Oh, Jackie, that'd have been amazing to go in and investigate. Two stone is £28. Is it really equals £28? That doesn't sound like a lot, does it? That 2 stone, £28.
No, it's £14 a stone.
Yeah. Well, I lost 2 stone once, so I've lost 29. If I want to be picky. You're a control freak like me. That's why I won't. I'm shocking. I'm shocking, soldier. Honestly, and I don't know. I don't even know what's up with my Shirley Falls is probably the prettiest place I've been. Is that abroad? That Tracer? Uh, can you self a heritage card game? We've got one done. The thing is, morning, Nita. The thing is with the heritage places, we've got the card to go in them, but a lot of them don't allow you in at night. You're only allowed to go in during certain times through day, just till dawn sometimes, if they're free to get in, if they're open 24 hours. Yes, Antigua. No. £14 is a stone. It is £14 is a stone. I might even start my own weight loss club up, Well, I've been out of Slimming World now for over 10 years. So it's got to be. And you're not allowed, when you're a Slimming World consultant, once you stop being a Slimming World consultant, you're not allowed to work with weight or anything to do with losing weight for 5 years. That were in contract that I had to sign. So yeah, I might get in touch with some of the old ones that I used to be consultant for. And so now then, I'm going to do a weigh-in. We're going to do a weekly chat on weighing and see if they want to join. I've jumped out of planes and flown. I know you have. Now I won't go near a plane. No. I mean, do you know what time when you're doing it, soldier, and you're jumping out of a plane? And I mean, obviously, I know that military and everything else comes into play. But did you ever have a fear in that split moment when you were coming out that plane? Or was it just like you weren't thinking about anything? It was just like, it's a job, you've got to do it. You can ask to do events. We've done a lot of castles at night. Really, Dawn? On the ones we've got, which one is it we've got?
What?
Which heritage is it that we've
English
got?
heritage.
We've got English heritage. You'll have to email me place if you've done Dawn, because there's a lot around here that won't. They don't allow you in at night time. And if they do, they want in ridiculous amounts of money to go in, and it's just like shocking. Hell yeah, but you'll get used to it eventually. I bet you do. I bet you get used to it. Bit late to change your minds once you're out on the plane. Well, exactly. Once you get me through onto the plane, I have to have I think before I got on plane last time when I went with my mom, before I got onto the plane, I think I'd had half a bottle of Malibu, because I was that nervous. I don't think I'd do it now though, because back then that's when I would have a full bottle now. And then when we got on plane, I was drinking on plane because I wanted to try and sleep. But I didn't sleep. I just got a bit tipsy. But yeah, Joyce, you've done your did the basic with your wait to be taught. I know. Thank you so much. You learn to trust your kit, then the fear goes. I suppose you do, don't you? And you trust the people that you're jumping with. So it's all like one thing, isn't it? I'm back, just rang hospital, got to call back when doctor be round at 2. Bloody hell, Angie. Let me know how you get on, Angie. Message me if you can. And just let me know what they say, and if there's anything that we can do to help. That's right. That were right, lemon. Oh, cheers, and I know. Filling dishwasher and watching. Oh dear. So yeah, we are gonna go out. Yolanda went to a beautiful church yesterday. And we're gonna go. It's related to a couple of kings.
I'm looking about going to Oak now.
All right.
Island, but I just found a place I want to visit on Oak Island.
Go on.
If you can find it.
Twat. It is a place. I don't know whether you can see it. I don't know whether you can see it, but it is called Twat. Is that a caravan park up there then? Hey, look. Have a look for caravan. You might be able to book us in there. Oh, you want it one on YouTube? All the message I've written already. Oh, bless you. Yo-Yo's just joined. So pleased I caught you just in from my jog. Yeah, she's been jogging for the last 2 hours. Or 10 hours, 11 hours. Morning, Yo-Yo's. Gobby. So yeah, we're gonna go to this place where Yolanda's been. I'm not gonna put name out there unless everybody already knows it. But it's got a crypt in that you can go into. Unfortunately, you can't hire it out at night time, but what we can do is we can go in the daytime and have a look for it. It's I'll tell you, I'm not going to tell you the name just yet. It's a 14th century Anglo-Saxon church, and the Vikings would have been there. There's a couple of kings that would have been buried, but the bodies were moved when the Vikings come. The Vikings actually moved the bodies. The crypt's still there, but the bodies aren't. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. This place has been a place of worship since 653 AD. That's how long ago. When do you go on holiday? 18th, we go on holiday, Joyce. So Yo-Yo and Rob have got houses, so at least they've got a week to themselves, and they can enjoy just lazing and doing what they do, which will be nice because obviously I have my telly on and Yo-Yo's a music person. And I watch crap all day. Dear, I'll go on ferry. That's all right. I'll go on ferry. Then bloody Vikings nick everything if it's not nailed down. I know. Yo-Yo's having Fifi for us for the week. It's not that because when we go on holiday, if we'll go because the place where we're staying, it's not allowed pets anyway. And because of the time of year we were going to take a pet to go in one of the other ones, it was just too expensive. So no, Yo-Yo, Fifi's having a holiday with Yo-Yo, aren't you? Eh? So she's having a holiday here at home. Does she want Boris too? I don't know because she's got Charlie as well. They've got Charlie as well. So yeah, but Fifi's gonna have a little holiday with Rob and Yo-Yo and Charlie while we're away. But yeah, we'll miss her. But the thing is, sometimes especially when you're going on holiday in summer, the dogs aren't allowed on beach. We're going with Jordan and grandsons, Jordan's partner, and then I think Dan's mum and Paul are coming for a week as well. They're coming down the same week as we go, so it's like we're all going to be down there together. Fifi likes Charlie. Fifi loves Charlie, and Charlie loves Fifi. Charlie is just turned 1, so he's the most playfulest pup that Fifi's been round, and Fifi gets narky with Charlie. And what she does is she starts playing with him, and Charlie's very excitable. So next minute you'll just hear Charlie, or you'll see Fee trying to jump onto the tee. So Charlie gets shouted. So everybody will be like, Charlie, no, Charlie, leave her, Charlie. And then once you've said that, Fifi removes herself and then starts playing with him, or she starts tormenting him to get him into trouble. She's very manipulative, is Fifi. She likes to get Charlie into trouble, and sometimes it's not Charlie, it's Fee. But yeah, it will be a nice family holiday. It will. Well, we'd have to do a couple of stops on way, won't we? Thank you. We'd have to do a couple of stops on way if it's that long a journey. I mean, once we get a new car, I can go to sleep in back. I have 2 doggies. Oh wow, naughty girl. She's right naughty. Honestly, I think butter won't melt in her mouth, and she's a right tease. But yeah, she's very good at getting poor little Charlie into trouble. Don't get me wrong, Charlie's a very mischievous little doggy. Oh, that's all right.
Entire apartment 630.
Oh, that's good. They're good prices. We'll have a look at them. 2 dogs and a cat. I don't mind going to Scotland in November.
Well, you've got to go front seat. Oh, actually got to go in.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, but that's not bad then. £400 then, £500 for a place. I have 2 doggies and a cat. Fifi were brought up with cats, but you know, now she doesn't like them. She chases them. I don't think she'd ever hurt one, but she's sort of like rah, 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 rah. She's like a little Rottweiler. We're okay, Joyce, my lovely. We're doing all right. Just phoned doctors up, so I've got doctors phoning because John's still not sleeping properly. Or have they just phoned? So I'm going to see well, I'll ask him when I've come off camera what doctors have said. So yeah. How are you feeling, Anne? I'm not too good. How are you, Anne? Because I know obviously you got you positive, aren't you, sweets, for COVID? Are you getting plenty of rest? Staff and Yorkshire Terrier. Fifi were a staff. Fifi used to live with a staff, but it were female staff, and Fifi started trying to bully staff. So they had to rehome her. Hence, they were lucky because we got her. So yeah, we got a delinquent pooch. Delinquent pooch. Yes. See, Charlie boy is coming in now. Fifi's laid quietly. Charlie will come up, he'll have a sniff, and then he'll go off and do his own thing. He even takes himself back to bed, Charlie. He doesn't like to get up till dinner time. So he'll go outside in a minute. Yeah, I wonder where he gets that from. Any idea, Yo-Yo? He likes to come downstairs. He goes on garden for a tiddle. He says hello to Fifi. He's just coming now to say hello to Fifi. And then in about 5 minutes, I say, "Where's Charlie gone? I can't hear him." And we'll look on back garden. He's not there. Or John will, or Rob will say, "Oh, took himself back to bed." And he actually takes himself back to bed. I've never known a dog do that, but he actually goes upstairs and goes back to bed. Yolanda and Rob can be sat down here and it can be middle of afternoon, and Charlie will take himself off to bed for a nap. He's a great character. But I'll tell you something, that dog has got the nose. He can, you could hide something and he would sniff it out. He needs to be a sniffer dog. He would make a fantastic sniffer dog. Because I'll tell you, I've never known a dog with a nose so keen as what Charlie's is. I might check the OS and stay local today. Might check what and stay local. What do you mean stay local? Where you on about? Are you getting lost anywhere today? Oh yeah, they got a bit lost yesterday. Did Rob and Yolanda? Oh, I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. COVID, take some zinc, boost your energy. Oh, cheers, Dawn, my lovely. So Sunday we are down in Birmingham. I don't know whether we're going to rearrange to come and meet Joyce and Anne instead of coming this Sunday, because me and John can always drive down another Sunday and meet you. Claire can always come down with us if she wants to, but we can always meet on another day if not this Sunday coming. But we are going to be live Sunday. It is going to be a paranormal investigation. There's going to be myself, John, Claire, and Kenny, Lydia, Wayne, Kez. Don't think it's Gus. I think it's Kez, which is Kerry. Wayne and Kez. And I think there's 8 of us. I think there's only going to be 8 of us going. But that's when we're going to do the four crosses. After the investigation, obviously, we'll be coming straight back home. I'm not sure what Kenny's doing, and they might be going on somewhere else, but we'll be coming straight home. It is going to be an earlier live because we are going to be in there Sunday from 6 o'clock till midnight. So I think what me and John might do is we might go live about 7 o'clock. We might do members 7 while 8, just so members get a look round and we can explain some of the stuff in rooms first. And then we'll go live at 8 till, I'd say 8 till about 10:30ish. Or might be a bit, we'll see. We'll go live on main 8 o'clock, but then we'll be finishing off on members as we normally would do. So yeah, so I might even do, I can't do a drive. I can't do 8 10 and then do last couple of hours on members. Yeah, do last hour or so on members. When you're over, it starts taking from Boots, Amazon. It's vitamin. Marvelous. Brum's not far from here. No, it's not, Tracy. It's not. Do you know, Tracy? What we'll have to do is, if there's good activity in pub, what we'll have to do, we'll have to look at me, you, Dawn, Ange, Dave, and possibly Nanny Lynn all put into and going and investigating it again. But yeah, we can have a look at doing that if you're up for it. Wow, a long one. How exciting. A long one. A long investigate, a long one. We'll do it another time, Lindsay. Yeah, Anne's poorly, Joyce. She's got, to be fair, even if she were coming out of COVID, she's still got to isolate for 10 days. Yeah, but we'll get it sorted, and like I said, we can come up following Sunday, or we can sort something out for another day, pop up one day a week if it's easier. It's not, like I said, you're not that far from us. So that's good. 1 hour 40 for us to get to Birmingham, which is nothing. Nothing. Anyone interested in joining members, it's on Facebook, and it is on Facebook. There is no members on YouTube at the moment. Yes, Lindsay, a long session on Sunday. Me and my dirty mind, yo. But yeah, it is to join members on Facebook. You have to go to the supporters link and follow from there and join. It's £2.79. Just make sure when you go to the supporters and you sign up, make sure you go to the first post, because there's another link that you have to click on, because you have to be in both groups to be members. But yeah, members group, yes. And like tonight, we're going to be on members after I've done tarots. So I don't know. I might do some ghost stories tonight. I'll have a look at doing something different. I might even get the cards out again and do the what do you call it? You know, where you hold the card up and you have to tell me whether it's a squiggly line, a square, a triangle, or whatever. Might even look at doing something like that. I think that'd be interesting to do. We haven't done that for a while in members. So yeah, we've also Sunday night, because I think Sunday night is going to be his first investigation back out. Well, we'll see how weather goes in our John Field for Saturday. But I've got to be careful, you see, on Sunday, and I'm not really wanting John to go out on his own at the minute. We've also got another investigation coming up, and it's going to be, there's a gentleman that comes in, he watches on Facebook and YouTube, and it's John Mack. John Mack's going out and doing an investigation just with John on his own. So that we've got that one coming up. We just got to sort a date and a time out for that one. But that's going to be interesting. That's going to be an interesting night. It's a shame Joyce was hoping meeting everyone, and we will bring everybody back up with us so you can meet us all again. That's not a problem. This is by far the best value for money members I've seen anywhere yet. You get so much extra for the price of a cup of coffee per month. Brilliant. Oh, thank you, Soldier. When I had COVID, I was up and about in 4 days. Wow, I'll keep that. I'll remember to let anybody else know that gets it. Agreed that pendulum workshop the other night was fab. Who's actually doing the pendulum? Who's morning, AJ? Who's actually working with the pendulum now for next week on workshop? Who's been messaging people to start the learning with the pendulum? Who's been actually doing it, or who hasn't done it? Who needs to do it? Me too, because I was looking forward to seeing you too. Been a long time. I know, my lovely, but like I said, Joyce, it's not that far for us to travel. So once Anne's up and running, and we could even look at going for a pub meal somewhere. If you and Anne are both up for it. But yeah, so we can. I haven't yet. No, you haven't. I'm doing a day course on law of attraction. Oh, that's interesting, Dawn. That'll be good. But yeah, but I'm enjoying the workshops that we're doing. You're running it yourself. Wow. I'm actually enjoying the workshop with the pendulum. I need to look into doing a little bit more though. Because like we've really jumped straight into it. I don't start anybody off in shallow end. You've got to be chucked straight in deep end. Because I think, to be honest, I think that's the only way you can learn anything, is just to be chucked in deep end, and you just, yeah. But because you're not doing it on your own and you've got support and everything, then that's the key. It will, won't it, Joyce? We could go and have Sunday lunch somewhere. I love observing it though. You do, Soldier. And I think it's just as interesting for like you that do like observing it. It's interesting for you to watch it, for you to join in, like you do, because it's like you say, it's just nice to watch sometimes. Hey, John, who was the gentleman that I watched with you last week when you mentioned that building that you love and want to buy when you win the lottery? Can't remember who you were out with. Well, there's only been Kenny that you've been out with, isn't there?
can't remember.
He can't remember, Laura. Who was the gentleman that I watched with you last week? I don't know. I know we had Andy on Chit Chat. We had Andy and Becky on Chit Chat.
I can't remember what building it is now.
No,
but I'm not with it.
it's not. We're not. Yeah. I'll look back. Laura, and see if I can see. Good morning, Leah. The building by Bishop Hooper's monument.
Right, well, it'd be Dave that we're on, weren't it?
Dave
Mason that we're on, and I will watch.
Oh, it was Mr. Mason. Sorry, Tracy. Sorry, Laura. I thought you meant think no, we were both watching him. Yeah, that's Mr. Mason. That's Tracy. You see Tracy in chat. Tracy's Dave's other half. So yeah, he worked with that building by Bishop Hooper's monument. Tracy, good spot, lass. So yeah, Dave's channel is go on, Tracy, put it in. Pardon? EWS Paranormal. And Dave goes out in daytime and he does like little walk rounds. Well, not little, they're quite long, some of them. But they go to some really interesting places, him and Tracy. And yeah, it's interesting to watch. He does you the history. God, I can't even get my words out this morning. History. My short tongueness is really coming here. Do you know? I think it's because I'm stressed that my short tongue's it's really strongly coming out my short tongue. So we're doing the history. We're doing the history. So Dave's doing the history of the places that he goes to, and I'll tell you something fantastic. Tracy Stevens loved watching it. Well, Tracy's there with Dave, but Tracy doesn't like being on camera, so she tries to keep behind.
That one when he went to Bishop, Tracy gone to the pub.
Did Tracy go to the pub? So Tracy, you were at Mucky Pub when he went to that one. Then you were getting a bit tiddled at pub. Do you know, lass? Do you know? I can't wait to have a drink. I'm so looking forward to when we can have a drink of alcohol. I'm really, really in need of a tipple. So I had Coke. You never had Coke. Dave told us that you thought wardrobe were a toilet. Hey, dear, I'm joking. She didn't. You also have an older lady behind you trying to talk with you. I do, Dawn. A lady round me. I have got a lady's energy round me. I've got. I've got I've got a few ladies' energies around me. I've also got gentlemen's energies. I've got a mixture, but I know they all are. Just because yeah, I know all my guides are and loved ones around me. But yeah, she would try and talk. She'll not get a word in edge though with me. Good morning, Tanya. How are you? I'm doing well, my lovely, and John's doing okay. John's I'm trying to be the strong one for John. Wardrobe confused for toilet. That's the one. Oh dear, potty mouth this morning. Get it? I weren't even funny. But yes, so right, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Like I said, I will be on later on. Doing Tarot's 8, and then I will be going on members afterwards. So everybody have a fantastic day. Tracy didn't really wee in the toilet. Tracy didn't really tiddle in a wardrobe. Oh, she's doing a good job of trying to stop you. She can try. I was only there an hour and had a Pepsi Max, I'll have you know. Okay. Adios, amigos. Have a beautiful day. Everybody take care. Heather, we've got to arrange to come up and see you again very shortly. Who said it? Dave said it. But yeah, and just let me know when you enjoy. Will be free for us to come over. Have a great evening, Tanya, my lovely lady. I love and like you all. And yeah, I'm going to find out what Doc said. So, much love and take care, and we shall see you soon. Bye.